This is Andy Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm delighted to be joined by Lyon Woodstock over Zoom. Leon, how are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. It's been a while since we last spoke. It's been a
Yeah,
while
man.
since you've been in the ring. So how's
Yeah,
how
it's been
the
a
last
while
couple
for
of years been?
everything. Say again.
How have the last couple of years been for you?
Um, they've been good. They've been good to me. They've been good to me. Needed.
I was going to say, obviously, last time you was in the ring, you fought Zalfa Barrett. I haven't
Mhm.
been out since. So, what have you been doing during this period? Obviously, the pandemic's been around for the best part of 18 months now.
I've just been training, if I'm honest. You know what I mean? Not to get into too deep with it and whatnot, but I've been training. I've been training and learning. That's what I've been doing.
Obviously, this bout coming up with Anthony Cacace on August 28th. It's been pushed back and pushed back due to different circumstances. How frustrating has it been to deal with that?
Yo, just to notify, different circumstances, more him to do with me. Do you know what I mean? Even after the whole COVID situation, which is outside of my control. It's an invisible virus. You understand? Like, come on, man. I got another opportunity 5 weeks after I contracted COVID, and I accepted it again. And I don't think he anticipated me to say yeah because I had COVID. And I was like, yeah, come, let's go. And again, whatever reason, whatever his fabricated reasons are, whatever, he declined it. So it is what it is.
I mean, listening to you there, are you still confident the bout goes ahead on August 28th?
That's out of my control. You know what I mean? Things that are outside of my control, I don't need to be bothered about. Do you know what I'm saying? So all I can worry about is me, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and when I'm doing it. Whatever happens outside of that is, again, like I said, outside of my control.
A big fight for yourself, Liam, that British title on the line. Get heading into it. What are you expecting from Anthony when the pair of you are in the ring?
The best. I'm expecting the best Cacace that is got in the ring to date. And that's what I've been training for. So I'm ready for anything.
So stylistically, how do you expect the pair of you to match up? How do you think the fight will play out?
However it will, I have, like I said, things that are outside of my control, I just know what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it and what I've been working on. However he comes, with whatever he comes with, I'll have an answer for it. So, yeah, man, we're ready.
So you mentioned kind of what you're working on. What have you been working on for Anthony?
I'll let you see that when I get in the ring. You understand? They don't really, you know what you get with Lyon Woodstock. Jeez, my phone was about to fall. Yeah, you know what you get with Lyon Woodstock. Everyone knows I'm an entertainment fighter. Everyone knows what cloth I'm cut from. So just make sure you get your tickets and come and see it.
Do you feel a pressure to be successful in this fight, Leon, because of the past defeats with Zalfa and with Archie? Do you feel a pressure to be successful this time around?
Not at all. Not at all. You know what? As I've got older and gone through life, I've started to realize that a lot of things are quite backwards. Have you ever heard of the backwards law? Okay,
No.
so people that you'd expect, oh yeah, he's gonna feel like he needs to prove a point, this, that, and the other, and it's quite the opposite. I have no stress towards it, no apprehension. I'm just, if anything, it's taken that all away. You know what I mean? I'm just there to do a job. That's it.
So at the same time, then, victory for you. Have you thought about where your career could go on the back of a win with that British title?
You know what? To be honest, between you and me, well, everyone else that's watching, probably the wrong thing to say. But to be honest, I ain't really thought further than this fight. Honestly, like that, all I've prepared for is that day now. Do you know what I mean? So August 28th, I ain't thought further than that. Just the fight, man. Honestly.
I know you're saying you haven't thought further of any, but if you were successful, do you think it would put you into a position to look towards rematches with either Archie or Zalfa, get the chance to try and right those wrongs on your record?
Well, I think from if I don't know if you've been paying attention or seeing the posts and whatnot. But I called Archie out when I found out Cacace pulled out again, called out Ryan Garner, all on the same day, and I let everyone know about Cacace for the true man that he's being and portraying. You know what I'm saying? It don't coincide with what he says that he is. And obviously Cacace already declined on that day. Garner declined. I think only because he had a cut though. You know what I mean? But still said no. And Archie Sharp, they said no also. So I think that goes without saying. That should answer your question, I'm saying, in other words.
But just with the title, do you think there's a better chance of it happening, or one of those rematches happening?
Maybe. Again, that's just speculation. It don't really count for anything.
I mean,
we'll see when we get there.
Just on the Archie front, he's looking towards, he wants a world title shot. He wants Jamal Herring, who holds a WBO. He's mentioned Shakur Stevenson. From your ring experience with him, do you think he'd be ready to step up to world level?
Who?
Archie Sharp.
I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know what goes on in his life. This boxing game it's all about your character and your state of mind. So I don't know. I'm not too fussed. I'm not interested. I'm not bothered. I just care about what Leon's doing, where Leon's going, and how he's doing it.
So obviously over these last 2 years, Leon, since you've last been in the ring, a lot of time to reflect, a lot of time to just see where you want to go with your life and your career. So what have you thought about with regards to all of that? What have you looked back on? What do you wish you could have changed? What could you wish you could have done differently? Just reflect on it from that perspective for me.
So in the past, yeah?
These last 2 years, yeah.
Yeah. I changed nothing. Everything that's happened, it was always going to happen that way. It always happens that way. So I'm just grateful that I am the man that I am to take what I've needed to take from it and learn from it and grow into the man that is before you now. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's all good. You know what I mean? I feel like humans, we take too much. Sorry, someone just sent a text. We take too much badness from these things that happen. Do you know what I mean? And I've got to a point where I'm almost viewing the good and the bad as the same. It's none the different. Which in a sense gives you your control back and your power back as a being. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm no longer controlled by these outside things that happen and always almost feeling sorry for yourself. We're all guilty of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Whether we want to talk about it or not. But yeah, it is what it is. It's all part of the journey, I guess. They happen for a reason. Like I said, I've taken what I've needed to from everything that's happened, the good and the bad. And yeah, the man that sat before you now is now a product of that.
So the man that is sat before me now, how much of a better version will he be come August 28th in the ring?
As I said, buy a ticket, come see.
Obviously with it being in Birmingham, it's only down the road from Leicester. What's that going to be like being back, being able to fight in amongst crowds? What have you made of seeing shows behind closed doors and being able to fight relatively close to where you train?
Well, that's a bonus. Do you know what I'm saying? That's a bonus. It even if it was in his back garden, in a different, it don't matter. Do you know what I mean? Leon's Leon. He's always gonna show up. He's always gonna deliver the goods. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter where we got to do it. It doesn't really change too much for me. So either way, I'm looking forward to it. And in regards to the whole fighting behind closed doors lockdown thing, I never got the opportunity to do that. But obviously, I was gunning for it, and it never came into fruition. And that's fine. Is what it is. I went to watch my brother-in-arms CJ fight on Saturday. That's the first time I've been to a boxing event that's like fully open, and well, any event, to be honest, that's fully open. And it was nice just to hear the crowd and feel the energy and the atmosphere. Yeah, it was good. So I'm looking forward to it.
And Leon, just before I let you go, a final word to those who will come out and support you, those who will be waiting to see your ring return come August 28th. A message to them, a message to everyone who's going to, support you.
Yo, everyone that has been backing since day, never lost faith, stayed with me on this journey, complete love and energy to every single one of you. And it's real. It ain't no fakery. It's not words to just pay lip service. Do you get what I'm saying? It's genuine. And I mean it. You know what I mean? From my heart. Mad love. Gonna give you a nice little gift. 28th of August. To come.
Right, Leon, it's been a pleasure to catch up with you. Enjoy the rest of camp and best of luck, of course, with the preparations heading towards August 28th.
Hey,
Thank you
thank
for
you.
speaking to me.
Yeah, man. Thank you for reaching out, man. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's gonna be good.